testimony started in the federal tax fraud trial of Orleans Parish DA Jason Williams. If convicted, Williams will lose his law license, which would most likely trigger him being removed from office, and he could end up in jail based on sentencing.
Well, joining us live now is former federal prosecutor Sean Toomey. Sean, thank you once again for joining us. We really appreciate your insight because you have been in this position before as a former federal prosecutor. You were talking today, we had stunning development star witness Henry Timothy on the stand. You told us it was underwhelming. Take it away.
Yeah, I think that's the lead story. But before we get to that, let me just note, because a lot's happened in the last 24 hours. Here are the key developments. After a day and a half of jury selection, which was done essentially all in chambers, they now have a jury, as everyone knows. It's my understanding that 6 of those jurors are residents of Orleans Parish. I think that's a win for the defense, as we talked about earlier in the week. The Eastern District's made up of 13 parishes, and that's where our jurors are coming from. So to get 6, half the jury from Orleans Parish, I think is a success for the defense. And then yesterday, opening statements took place late in the day, 5 to about 6:30. Really standard operating procedure from both the government and the defense. The one big takeaway I had from that was that the government didn't mention or identify any potential cooperating witnesses. So when I was a prosecutor and I had cooperators, sometimes we'd call them flip witnesses, I'd want the jury to know that, what was coming, and say, hey, look, you're going to hear from, person A, B, and C, and they're all going to be saying the same thing. Well, we didn't hear that, even though we know 2 of Jason's law partners have been pled guilty to tax charges. His ex-wife has been charged and I believe pled. So no mention of them in the government's open makes me wonder how they feel about those witnesses now. And in fact, when the defense had their chance on open, they actually mentioned that they didn't think that any cooperator was going to say anything damaging about Jason.
So let's get back to what we were just talking about. Henry Timothy today, what do you think of his testimony so far? He's been up there for a while. He's probably going to be up there tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. Henry Timothy is the government's star witness, right? He is the tax preparer. He's the one who prepared the taxes, gave them to Jason. And so I went in today and watched his testimony. I was expecting really explosive testimony, and that just didn't happen. He got on the stand and he testified that he'd only met with Jason twice in his entire life, not counting once when he was doing some construction work back after Katrina. The first time he met him, it was just an introduction, and Jason asked him, or according to Mr. Henry, Jason said he wasn't happy with his tax returns from 2002 to 2009 and wanted him to take a look at them because they weren't correct. And nothing else was discussed. And then Henry Timothy then took those returns along with a list of additional expenses that Timothy said was given to him either by Jason or Nicole, and went and made the amended returns. And then for the second and last time met with Jason and showed him the returns, and he approved them and they were filed. And that's it. No other communications with Jason Williams, at least that he testified to. That was surprising.
Yes, you said you were expecting some emails or text messages, very underwhelming. And so the takeaway and a wrap for today would be a win for Jason Williams for today?
I mean, I think so. There's a long way to go in this trial. Obviously, he's going to be on the stand for at least another half day, and additional witnesses are going to come forward. But I think for sure, today's testimony wasn't certainly the silver bullet that maybe the government hoped it would be.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's a very interesting takeaway. I know you've been in these spots before. So, Sean Toomey, former federal prosecutor, great insight. As always, he'll be here with us at 4 o'clock every day. And I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds because, as you said, if he's the star witness and everybody else follows, this was, as you said, not exactly something that was over the top here today.
Yeah, interesting to see how they're going to proceed tomorrow after today if it wasn't, if it wasn't as impressive as you expected it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
Yeah. All right. Sean Toomey, we appreciate your time.